Hi, and welcome back to episode 6 of our Faded Flora Junk Journal series. I'm Stephanie, and today we are going to make some clusters. I'm thinking scrappy clusters, maybe with a little bit of fabric and some leftover papers and stuff. So, yeah, I hope that everybody has had a good weekend, or week rather. Sorry, it is the weekend. I'm super excited to play around. I haven't been in my office. It's actually been very, very hot. And so that makes it hard to be in here. I think it's going to get into the 90s this week, which honestly, not the greatest. So anyway, I have a bunch of the fussy cut ephemera bits like cut out. And I think that's what we're going to use to as a bit of a base. I'd like to use some tickets. That's cute. Yeah, I love all these bits. So we're just gonna play around. We're gonna see what we come up with. I don't have a plan other than the fact that I'm gonna make some stuff. I was if you saw when we first joined, I was playing around with this morning. And kind of came up with something fun here. I took a piece of paper, beautifully coffee dyed piece of paper, and I just folded it. Okay. And then I folded it again into not quite a third. I put it to where I thought would make a nice envelope. Okay. And then I put an eyelet through and an eyelet through on the other side, covered it with this little bit of fabric here. And I've turned it into kind of like a document style closure, which I think is very fun. And I'm gonna maybe I haven't decided, but I really like the idea of using a whale tail as a hinge back here and putting, a picture back here and then lifting it up so that way you have some writing space back here. And then there's a pocket in the back as well, which is where I intend to put a tag. So it's just something fun that I kind of did. I don't know if it's necessarily fancy, and I'm sure somebody else has already done something just like it. But yeah, I just was having a play. I really loved this stained paper. It came out gorgeous, but I didn't want to use it as like a paper because it is a lot. It was very, very stained. And this way, every way you look at it, you see some different sort of staining, and I think it's just gorgeous. You can even see on the inside here what it looked like. I mean, you could turn it into some sort of document style pocket, but honestly, I think it's perfect the way that it is. So anyway, I just thought in case somebody happened to have seen that and wanted to know what that was, that's what that is. So, all right. Let's get into this. I hope you can't hear my fan back there. I always think that it's really loud, but with the microphone that I have, maybe it's not picking up too much, but sorry, I have to have the fan on. It is super, super hot. I'm just kind of looking through and seeing what I want to use as a cluster and what I want to keep for actually using as ephemera and stuff. So I like the idea of creating a cluster that also has a little bit of a pocket. That's fun to me. So we may try and do something like that, although we could also just do that with a tag or something. So I love this, and I'd like to use this on an edge. I was thinking we could also do some page edges, like scrappy cluster edges, if that makes sense. And I like the idea of doing something like that, like something like this on a page corner. I think would just look absolutely beautiful. Let's start with this one. I like that. It's calling to me. I like this moon. It's got a roundness. I'm just going to kind of go through now, and we'll start layering bits of stuff. Well, that's pretty. Yeah. Oh, man. I think I'm going to put the paper upside down. I like the text, but I don't want this edge on this side. That's fun, I think. So I'm not really thinking too much. I'm sorry if it's just going to be a bunch of kind of figuring out what I want to do here. I think that's a little too blue. I don't want this in the journal. Put that to the side. All right, I do really, that's cute. All right, I like that. We may put this on one side so that we're able to adhere this to a page with that. Does that make sense? Maybe we'll just do a cluster on this as well. All right. So I have a jar full of my Scrappy Doos, just little bits and bobs from all of the things that we all create and then gets left behind. So we're going to use some of this. Sorry about my arm. And I'm not taking care to cut it perfect. All right, I love that. I love that. I think that's going to look nice there. I also took that die cut and I cut the two sides off, the gold die cut that I had. I cut the two sides off. I left a little bit just in case I wanted to try to adhere that somehow. I left some extra just for no reason really. And then I cut that extra bit that was left, I turned into circles, flowers. There's also, well, I mean, you saw here I did these little mini circles for the closure, and I also have whale tails as well. So that's fun. Ooh, I like this. How cute. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. We're going to use that just upside down. Okay, let me, and I'm going to try to use glue stick for most of this unless I need to do fabric, which is going to use a little bit of Fabri-Tac. But I do want to sew on some of these. Maybe not all of them, but I do want to sew on some of them because obviously I'd like to add that little bit of extra element, right? The sewing. I love the idea of using this, but I think I want to do it on top of the fabric here. Maybe not all the way. How do we like, oh, I like that. Okay. Sorry if my hands are in the way. I have to get used to like filming properly so that I don't block the camera. My bad. So I don't want to use too much, and then I'm just going to smush it around. And I did that primarily where I thought the bulk of the actual like thick parts of fabric would be, so that way. And I think I'm going to smush that a little so that it goes in so it doesn't look so formed, if that makes sense. And I think I'm going to have to add this with Fabri-Tac as well because it's going on top, unfortunately. But if I don't do too close to the edges, then we could always just sew around the edges on this. And I'm going to put this, ooh, I did put that a little far down. I'd like to add the word peace to this, but again, I think we should put something else down. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Oh, that just fell right apart on me. I don't think I want that. I don't like that. I have little bits of lace from this really cool. I don't have to show you everything. I do. I have to show you everything. So I got this on Amazon. Super, super cool. I just liked the trim around it. I also got a little extra like burlap cloth out of it, but I took off all of the trim. It gave me quite a good amount. So I'm just I've been kind of like dissecting the little bits because I love it. I want to utilize as much as I can, much of it as I can. Ooh, hello. Oh, wow, that fits right there. Perfect. Look at that. So I'm going to put one on each little leaf here. I love that. How cute. All right. Just looking for something to put behind the owl. Actually, super love that. Maybe we can find a piece. Yes. Ooh. It's so hard because like this has such pretty bits that I don't want to cover. That's so funny. It's so typical, you know, like I just don't want to cover all the yummy grunginess. So silly. Wow. All right. I'm going to go back to the original and I think I'm just going to cut off whatever because I don't want this extra bulk, right? So I think, and that way we can use this somewhere else as well. Yeah. Yep. Let's go see what this looks like. What do we want it to look like? Yeah. Sorry, I do have a lot of stuff up here. Let me maybe condense some of it down so we have a little bit of an area to work with. All right. I don't think we need a word. I think that's, well, you know what? We could use a little tiny number or something. Remember, I have this over here with all of these little bits as well. I kind of like the idea of this blue, like this really dark blue here. But that covers up a lot of the text back there. Maybe something a little smaller. I just don't know. The piece is nice. And I think piece goes with the owl really nicely. Okie doke. Glue this a little bit. I'm going to stick it under there a little. Yeah. All right, so this is one of our little Scrappy clusters. I like the way that came out. I think this will look really nice in the top, like right corner of the page, or even just alongside the edge. Beautiful. And you know, we may come through this and do a little stitching at the end. Do some stitching on some of them. I think that would be really nice. I don't know which ones. We'll get to that when we get to it. The next piece I did want to do something on here because I think that would be nice. Yeah. There's pink in here. I saw it. Okay, I'm gonna use this and the pink. Yay. I like that. All right. What do we have here? What do we have? That's cute. It looks like a little envelope. It's got a little butterfly on it. How cute. I just don't know. I'm trying to think of what it would look like, you know, when it's on the side of a page. How do I want this to look? I do think I can grab, let me go through my little box here. Oh, here's something that's kind of nice. Let's see. I don't know. I liked the idea of it, and then as soon as it was here, it was like, I don't know. I like that. I like that you're you're here for this because it's like, you know, I'm sure I can't be the only one that has these issues, right? Like, what do I do? What do I do? I'm overwhelmed with the amount of pretty I want to use it all, you know. So I'm like, oh, what can I put? Can I put this here? Can I put this here? And it's so silly. I'm just gonna put some things down and we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Um, I have this nice tag here. I don't know if I'm going to use the rest of it now, but love this number bit. So, what I'm thinking, when this is dangling on the side of the page, I want to put a good amount of this fabric on here so that it has some dangle, but it's sturdy. Okay. So, really quickly, going to put some of this down. Okay. Some of that, and then some of this. I'm going to put it on this fabric so that it lays down where I want it to lay down. So right along the seam on the edges here, around this circle. And then I'm going to do a little bit down some of these like spidery leg bits. Now, woo, lots of glue. Yeah, all over my hands. Give me one sec while I wipe that off. All right. Cute, cute, cute. Now I'm just trying to decide if I want to put, actually really do. Oh man, I like them both. Actually, I like this one. I think we're going to go with this one. I think this one's going to be fun because it's going to be just a very simple. I'm making sure I cover this. I'm not going to sew over this for sure. That's great. And I got to cover the whole. So cute. I love the little hangy down bit. And I was thinking about putting a button here. I'm sure you like hearing this, so let's see what we can see. There's a tiny little pink guy. Let me... Cute. do like, yeah, I like that. We could put it up there. That's cute. Or I have like this rose, which that'd be kind of fun actually. Hold on, let me see if I can get this to work. So if I hooked it back here somehow, that would actually be super cute. I think we're gonna do that. I wasn't going to, but for some reason that just called to me. Let me get out these other fun ones. Not for this, but for something else at some point. Let's see. How am I gonna put that back there? Let's probably just gonna speed this up for you. Use some leftover wax thread I have over here. All right, so we have our little rose button attached. So fun, actually. I wasn't expecting that. And then, you know, may put something, I don't know. We'll figure that out if we put this along the page and we want to put a little bit more fabric or something back there. You know, we can come to that bridge when we get there. But for now, I like this. I don't think I'm going to sew it. There's not really much here that needs to be done. So that's a good one. All right, I'd love to do this. I think we're going to do it this way so that we put the... Ooh, you know what? Let's do this. All right, I have this idea. We're going to fold this over a page. Okay, so we're going to fold this over the page this way. Actually, this way. So that this gold side is hanging over the edge like this. We get this nice something over on this side. You know, we can always just glue like here, and that way we can put some tickets or something here, which would be kind of fun. Okay. And then glue it here. We're going to have our cluster over on this side. So let's go ahead and do something here. I love this. I'm just going to put it down. I've already messed up my idea of just using glue stick and not using our glitter glue, but I'm addicted to art glitter glue. I can't help myself. I do want, where do I put this? I like that. This is good because this is somewhere that somebody will grab a lot, you know, that part of the page. And so that sturdifies. I'm ridiculous when it comes to making these words, guys. I don't know. Don't ask me, okay? Oh, love that. So pretty. Love that. Look at that. Oh, so cute. Let me search. All right, so this is what our cluster looks like so far. I do really like how that has turned out. And we're just kind of doing layering, you know, we're just covering up maybe bits that we find a little less than ideal and creating fun focal points that look cohesive, okay? Because I'm I'm a real big fan of cohesive. I love it when it looks like it goes together. So what I have done here, by the way, on this page, I really, really love. So I'm thinking I'm just going to cut off that bit and I'm going to stick this on the edge of this page. And then I'm going to glue this on here and I'm going to rip around so that this is like kind of a background. And we'll definitely be sewing around this one. So I did not adhere that like probably as well as I could have. But I also don't care. So there you go. And now you got a really steady, not steady, sturdy kind of area here. You could even just glue parts of this down and use it as a pocket of some sort. So that could be fun. I like just making these and then using them differently than I thought I would. So that could happen. I hope I'm not out of frame too bad. All right, perfect. So now what we have here is a cluster, but it's got a little bit of an overhang so that we can adhere that to the page, as well as adhering the page, you know, with glue like this, for example, and then having a tuck spot back here to put something in. Or even adhering this towards the middle of the page and having a side tuck somewhere, you know, or we just glue the whole thing down because it's a nice visual interest and we don't necessarily need to have, you know, more than that. What is going on? I don't even know what all this is. It's just a large batch of, huh. This must have fallen out of my little guy. My little, all right, or I kicked it out myself, which I don't remember doing, but I must have. Look at this little tiny ticket. Cute. Fun. I like all these little things. They're a pain in the butt to fussy cut, but I think I'm going to need to do more than that because I really like using the little bits everywhere. That's fun. I think this is good enough for right now. And then when we put it on the page, we can always add more. Or when I go to, what is it? So we do have that. That's cute. How cute. Just don't know where I would want it. I kind of like that. Let's just go ahead and put it down. I don't even care. All right, straight line. All right. I like this. I'm glad I went back to look through my little jar. Didn't want to cut around the gold bit there. How cute is that? Actually, really, really, really like how that came out. Super cute. I kind of just want to put like a butterfly or something right here because the empty area just, I think it needs it. Just using this little pink piece because I wanted to use it. Oh, how cute. All right, I like our little cluster. I like that it's very flat. It doesn't add too much dimension to the page while also adding a lot of interest. Perfect. So far we have our little peace owl and our number rose cluster. These are so fun. I love just sitting here playing with the pieces. I hope I'm not boring you too much. Like, I'm just gonna, yeah, I probably already did it, but I'm just gonna fast forward through the bits where I'm just kind of like playing around. So now I just kind of want to layer bits of paper, and I'm not thinking too much about it. I like the different types of paper, the different types of text and stuff. It just adds so many fun elements to it all. Different things to make you stay on a page looking at it for a long time, you know, because you're just like taking in all the cool little fancy details. Oh man, I'll say this every single video. I love paper. I really just cannot get enough. Just because I want to add this pink. Oh. All right, so we've added a few different kind of layers. This is intended to be towards the background. We'll just put that away for another time. I don't know why I was trying to stick it on there so bad. I don't want anything too crazy here. I like that. This is all very green though. I don't know if I necessarily want all of that green. I like this. Yeah, let's do that. Clean up our glue stick a little bit here. Because I'm crazy, you know? Why not? I'm gonna smush that down since we kind of had big globs of glue everywhere in there. This one will definitely need to be sewn around for sure. Um, I'm going to add this to this. This is a very thin piece of advertisement paper, like really old. But I like the idea of that behind there. Yeah. Now you get a nice piece to put down on the side of the page. So it's just another quick Scrappy cluster. Didn't think about that one at all. I want to put some sort of text down here. Yeah, I think that's fine. We'll even do it with this because we're probably going to be putting sewing on here. So I think that's fine. That looks nice. It cuts off, there was a very sharp edge there that I kind of wanted taken care of. And that looks great. I've had this super, super tiny piece of paper here for a while and I really want to use it. Because it's silly. I think it's silly to use this so tiny piece of paper. And then, because we haven't used it yet, sorry, I am off camera because I couldn't find the edge. I'm just gonna awesome. And if we secure that on the other side, actually, maybe we should have just cut it off. Who knows? We'll never know now. All right, that's nice. And then I also have a music paper one that I want to use a little bit of, not a lot. And I'll cut off the excess. There we go. Now look at how cute that is. Simple, flat, most importantly, because let's be honest, adding all of these things to our journals, while gorgeous, just adds so much dimension sometimes, and it's like, you know. So I like the idea of adding a smaller, I don't know why I said littler, a smaller cluster using the tickets along one of the edges. All right, sweet. All right. You put another cute little tiny ticket. That's a little too many. You know, here we go. We got some more tickets. It's just loaded up with tickets. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Yep. Just gonna see what we like here. I really like the idea of adding some of this. But I just wanted to add just so. All right. It's such a thin amount of glue, honestly. And I'm smushing the fabric down into the glue because it's a small amount of fabric and I really want that to stick. Nice. And then I think we can start this with the button at the top. I think that looks really nice. But this also means that we will not be gluing. I mean, sewing this one specifically. No, nothing is coming out of this glue. There we go. That might be a lot. All right. I just wanted to secure this button a little bit more. And I think with it also being on a little bit of fabric back here, really is going to also look super cute. That little bit of fabric poking out back there. And that button is on there, which is great. Have a little bit of this gold foil that I'm going to stick out here. Cute. I love that. I love that so, so much. And then, I mean, honestly, yeah, why don't we do that? We could even try to lift up a little bit of this. I think I'm going to use our glitter glue though, just to really make sure this guy sticks on here. Sorry, I hope that didn't move the camera too much. So all my glues are getting stopped up here because I'm silly and I leave them open. Oh, what a cute little guy. And this one, I'd really like to take some time here and put a couple of things on here. Okay. I told you, my stupid butterflies. I just love them so much. I actually want to put them a little wonky. Just cause. Just to, it's going to irk somebody. Somebody's going to be like, oh, why'd you turn it? Because I wanted to. And what's fun with this one, I think I'm going to glue all of this. So it's nice, sturdy area. But if I leave just this little guy out, then we can like stick a ticket back there or something. Or I could even like glue this one side here and then have that be a little pocket. I don't know. We can figure it out when the time comes. Okay, that's a very cute idea, actually. All of these tickets and this ticket. I told you. What is wrong with me? Okay, so when I have an idea like this, I always have these paper clips on hand, and I am going to paper clip this to here so that I know later maybe we'll do something like that. So there we go. 4 clusters are done. We have a lot for this side of the page, and I want to make one for the other side of the page. So we're going to do that now. I think I'm going to try for something like that. Try to do a really thin layer because it is kind of mesh-like. And then let's see, what do we want to put on this edge here? We got all kinds of cute stuff like that. We get some cute little kiddos. We get a check. Actually, like that. This would look nice sewn around. So if we center this, we can do a nice sew around job, which would also help with the fabric that's back there. Okie dokie. I like putting that there. It kind of covers all the corners, making it look clean, if that makes sense. I love this. Super cute. And then again, we can always just, actually, yeah, we're going to do that. I'm going to fold this over so it just gives a nice little fold. It's going to fold it over so it gives a nice little fold, guys. That's what I said. I like to hold it with the bone folder. All right. So on the edge of the page now, it'll have that look, which is very, very cute. I like this. That turned out very nice. I could probably do something here. Maybe I'll do a wax seal, you know, not my JunkWithSteph one, but you know, or actually, what would look nice here is a page tab. And then I'm going to put a piece of paper back here to just kind of secure this a bit. Yeah. And then we'll put this on the page later. Super cute. And we continue. I think for the size journal that we have, I think I'm going to do one more. I think 6 is a good place. Or maybe one more and then also another little tiny guy. Sorry, I was just getting the glue off my fingers really quick because it's pretty pretty crazy right now. All right, so we have this cute little moon. I'd love to do something with this moon. Gonna start by putting it on this cheesecloth. So little tiny bit of Fabri-Tac, and I'm gonna really smush that around. All right. I'm just kind of, again, just looking around at all the stuff we have here. How cute. Yay. Love that. The glue. There's just so much glue. This might be one of those ones we just have to sew a little bit. All right. This is great. Now that the cheesecloth is on there, I'm just going to kind of work it. All right, and I just took that excess bit of cheesecloth and put it back down on there. So this is just going to go up on the corner of a page. May stick a word on there or something at some point, but it just adds a nice little touch. And then yeah. I don't know if anybody watches What We Do in the Shadows, but this reminds me of Nadia for some reason. Which is fun. All right. Okay. Fun. Oh, I like the idea of making this one into a bit of, yeah, a bit of a, well, this wasn't on purpose, but I'm making kind of like a belly band here. Don't know why I used dark glitter glue, but that is definitely something that I did. All right, so for the bottom, we're going to stick this on. And then on the side, we're going to stick that on. And then we're going to stick that there. All right, and this is just a little postcard bit, and this is going to go under at the very end. And so we'll cut off what we needed to cut off. But yeah, okay. So we just did that, I guess. Don't ask me what I'm doing, okay? Because I really don't know. I have these all these little scraps and bits, and I just really like playing around with them. It's fun. All right, so I think I'm going to go over there and sew all of the things that I want to sew and cut around the edges of these guys. And when I come back, you can see the finished product for all these little guys. And I love this. So cute. So yeah, stick around and check out the finished products we got going on here. All right, everybody, we have sewn around everything that we're going to sew around. It looks super cute. We may even do some light distressing around the stitching or the edging. But all in all, I think it all came out very cute. And so this is going to be a cute little tab. And that turned out really nice. Here's another tab, but this has our little rose on it, and I just did a tiny little square. But it just secures it and also adds a little bit of detail. Again, just another little square. I just did around the owl. And this one, I just went halfway down because my thing ran out of threading. So we have faux holes. I glued the stuff to the back, and then I redid the thread and did a little bit more stitching here. So yeah, I think it turned out super cute. I like these. I think in the next video, we're going to do sewing in our pages. And then really just getting down to kind of filling in what we feel needs to be filled in, sewing whatever we need to sew to the pages, obviously, before we sew the signatures in. But yeah, I think that's where we're at. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. I don't know when the next video is going to be just because it really is so hot in this office. I have a very tiny little office. I don't have central air. And so all I have to rely on is a fan in this room. I don't have like a window AC unit there in my child's room, my bedroom, and also the living room. So like the important places, this is not considered an important place. So unfortunately, a little warm in here sometimes. I will do my best maybe to come in here at a late at night and maybe get a video done that way. So just for the next week, it's going to be a little bit rough because it's supposed to be in the 90s here. So it's going to be pretty warm. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please make sure to like, comment down below. Feel free to, send me any sort of message that you want, and I will definitely respond down there. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Thank you. Have a great day.